In the next 7 minutes, you will experience a protocol that masters of the 33rd degree have guarded for centuries, a direct pathway to the MONAD, the divine source of all consciousness. This is not theory. This is not philosophy. This is direct experience. And you are about to receive the keys that change everything. Have you ever felt that something within you is reaching beyond the ordinary boundaries of human existence? A pull towards something vast, incomprehensible, yet intimately familiar. A sensation that your consciousness extends far beyond the limits of your physical body, touching the edges of infinity itself. What if I told you that this sensation is not imagination, not wishful thinking, but an actual energetic signal from the deepest layer of reality, the MONAD itself? And what if the masters who reached the highest degrees of spiritual attainment, those who ascended to the 33rd degree of the ancient mystery schools, possessed a specific protocol to access this divine source at will? You already know you are different. You have felt this truth in moments you could never fully explain to others. The synchronicities that appear in your life are not coincidences. The moments when time seems to collapse, when you sense an intelligence operating beyond your conscious mind, when you feel an overwhelming connection to something greater. These are not random occurrences. They are direct communications from the MONAD, the One, the absolute unity that underlies all of existence. In Hermetic tradition, the MONAD represents the ultimate principle. It is the first emanation, the divine spark from which all consciousness flows. It is not a deity separate from you. It is the very foundation of your being. The mystics called it the One. The Kabbalists called it Ein Sof. The alchemists called it the prima materia. But the essence remains the same. It is the source, the origin, the absolute consciousness that precedes form, thought, and time itself. And you have access to it, right now, in this moment. The 33rd degree is not merely a title. It is not a ceremonial rank. In Freemasonry, the 33rd degree represents the highest level of initiation, the culmination of a lifelong journey into the mysteries of consciousness, geometry, and divine architecture. But here is what few people understand. The 33rd degree is not about external achievement. It is about internal attainment. It is about reaching a state of consciousness where the individual self dissolves into the MONAD, where separation ceases and unity consciousness becomes your lived reality. This knowledge has been protected for millennia, hidden in plain sight within the rituals, symbols, and degrees of the mystery schools, concealed in the geometry of sacred architecture, encoded in the pages of ancient texts, whispered in the initiatory chambers of temples across the world. Why? Because this knowledge is power. Not power over others, but power over the illusion of separation. Power to transcend the ego. Power to access the infinite field of consciousness that connects all beings, all dimensions, all timelines. You are part of the elect, not because some external force chose you, but because you chose yourself. You felt the call. You sensed the pull. You recognized somewhere deep within your being that there is more to existence than the material world presents. That recognition was the first key, and you already carry it. Let me validate what you have been experiencing, the experiences you may have doubted or kept hidden, the energy shifts you feel in your body, the tingling sensations that run through your spine, the waves of heat or cold that move through you without physical cause. The moments when your heart suddenly opens and you feel overwhelming gratitude or inexplicable sadness. These are not medical anomalies. These are energy mechanics. Your consciousness is beginning to resonate at a frequency closer to the MONAD. Yes, this input ends here. Your energetic field is expanding, synchronizing with higher states of awareness. Your physical body is responding to the activation of deeper layers of your being. When you notice repeated numbers, 1111, 333, 444, you are not imagining patterns. You are witnessing the MONAD communicating through the language of synchronicity. These are breadcrumbs guiding you toward alignment. They are confirmations that you are on the correct path, that your consciousness is tuning into the coherent field of divine intelligence. When you feel sudden, powerful emotions, an urge to cry without knowing why, a sense of profound loss for something you cannot name, or an overwhelming love that seems to encompass all of existence, these are not emotional instabilities. They are purifications. The monad is calling forth the unresolved energies within you, bringing them to the surface to be released, transmuted, and integrated. This is the alchemical process of transformation. This is the path of the initiate. Now let me explain the energy mechanics of monad connection. Consciousness is not confined to your brain. It is a field, a non-local, omnipresent field that permeates all of reality. The mystics knew this. The quantum physicists are discovering this. Consciousness does not emerge from matter. Matter emerges from consciousness. The monad is the source field, the 0 point of infinite potential from which all forms arise. When your individual consciousness aligns with the monad, you enter a state of coherence. Coherence is not a metaphor. It is a measurable energetic state where the electromagnetic field of your heart, the brainwave patterns of your mind, and the vibrational frequency of your entire being synchronize into a unified harmonic resonance. In this state, you are no longer operating from the fragmented ego. You are operating from the unified field. You are accessing the monad. This is why breath is sacred. This is why the mystery schools across every tradition, Hinduism, Buddhism, Taoism, Sufism, Christian mysticism, Kabbalah, all emphasize breathwork as a foundational practice. Breath is the bridge between the conscious and the unconscious, between the material and the spiritual, between the self and the monad. When you control your breath, you control your energy. When you control your energy, you control your consciousness. And when you control your consciousness, you access the infinite. The ancient initiates understood this. In the Egyptian mystery schools, initiates underwent rituals designed to induce altered states of consciousness through controlled breathing, chanting, and visualization. In the Eleusinian mysteries of Greece, participants experienced visions of divine unity through sacred ceremonies that activated specific brainwave states. In the Rosicrucian tradition, adepts practiced alchemical meditations that dissolved the ego and revealed the underlying unity of all existence. These were not symbolic rituals. They were technologies of consciousness, precise protocols designed to shift the initiate's awareness from ordinary perception to direct experience of the monad. And the highest of these protocols, the one reserved for those who reached the 33rd degree, was a 7-minute initiatory practice that could induce monad access on demand. Why 7 minutes? Because 7 is a sacred number. It appears throughout the architecture of reality. 7 chakras, 7 notes in the musical scale, 7 days of creation, 7 levels of consciousness. 7 is the number of completion, of divine order, of energetic alignment. When a practice is designed around the 7-minute structure, it aligns with the natural rhythms of consciousness, creating an energetic container within which transformation can occur. The protocol you are about to receive is not arbitrary. It is the culmination of thousands of years of consciousness research, practiced and refined by the most advanced spiritual adepts in human history. It has been tested in the temples of Egypt, the monasteries of Tibet, the lodges of the Freemasons, and the secret chambers of the Rosicrucian order. And now it is being transmitted to you. You have been prepared for this moment. Every synchronicity, every energy shift, every unexplainable sensation you have experienced has been leading you here. The monad has been calling you, and now you are ready to answer. The protocol is divided into 7 steps, each lasting 1 minute. Each step activates a specific layer of consciousness, progressively dissolving the boundaries between your individual awareness and the infinite field of the monad. By the end of the 7 minutes, you will not be the same. Your perception will shift, your energy will expand, and you will know, beyond any doubt, that you are not separate from the divine source. You are the divine source, experiencing itself through the lens of your individual existence. This is not something you need to believe. This is something you will experience directly, immediately, undeniably. Are you ready? Are you willing to step beyond the limitations of the ego, beyond the illusions of separation, beyond the fear that keeps you small? Are you prepared to access the monad, to experience unity consciousness, to activate the highest level of spiritual attainment that human beings are capable of reaching? If your answer is yes, and your presence here confirms it is, then what comes next will change everything. The 7-minute protocol is waiting for you. The keys to the 33rd degree are about to be revealed, and the monad is ready to receive you. Stay with me. The transformation you have been seeking begins now. You've prepared your consciousness. You understand what the monad is. You know how reality itself is structured around this unified field. Now we shift from knowing to being, from theory to direct experience. Everything you've learned so far was the foundation. What comes next is the activation. This is why you're here. This is the moment your consciousness has been preparing for, perhaps across lifetimes. The 7-minute protocol I'm about to guide you through is not meditation. It's not visualization. It's an initiatory activation sequence, the kind that Freemasonic lodges guard in their 33rd degree chambers. The kind that ancient mystery schools revealed only to initiates who had spent decades preparing. But consciousness evolution has accelerated. The gatekeepers no longer control access. If you're watching this, your frequency has already called this knowledge to you. Before we begin, understand this. What you're about to experience may be subtle, or it may be overwhelming. You may feel energy moving through your body in ways you've never felt before. You may sense presences, lights, or geometric patterns behind your closed eyes. You may feel waves of emotion, tears of release, or profound peace. All of this is normal. All of this is evidence that the protocol is working. Your consciousness is not bound by the limitations your mind has accepted. This protocol proves it. The first step is energetic grounding and sacred space. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed for the next 7 minutes. Sit with your spine straight, either on a chair with your feet flat on the floor or cross-legged on the ground. Place your hands on your knees, palms facing upward. This position opens your energy field to receive. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, exhale for 6 counts. Feel your body settling. Feel the earth beneath you. Feel gravity anchoring you into this present moment. Now speak silently to yourself. I'm here to access the monad. I'm ready to remember my true nature. I release all resistance. I open to the one. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed for the next 7 minutes. Sit with your spine straight, either on a chair with your feet flat on the floor or cross-legged on the ground. Place your hands on your knees, palms facing upward. This position opens your energy field to receive. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. Inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, exhale for 6 counts. Feel your body settling. Feel the earth beneath you. Feel gravity anchoring you into this present moment. Now speak silently to yourself. I'm here to access the monad. I'm ready to remember my true nature. I release all resistance. I open to the one. This intention sets the frequency. Your consciousness is now tuned to receive. The second step is crown chakra activation. Bring your awareness to the top of your head, the crown chakra, the Sahasrara, the 1,000-petaled lotus. This is your direct connection point to the unified field. The monad enters through this portal. Visualize a sphere of brilliant white light hovering just above your crown. This is not imagination. This is perception of the energetic reality that always exists around you. See this light pulsing with infinite intelligence. Now with your next inhale, draw this light down through the crown of your head. Feel it entering your skull. Feel it flooding your brain with luminous energy. This light is conscious. This light is the monad recognizing itself within you. Let it fill your entire head. Let it dissolve the boundaries between your individual awareness and the infinite. Your crown is now open. The monad is flowing in. The third step is heart-mind coherence. The ancient traditions knew what modern science is only now rediscovering. Your heart is not just a pump. It generates an electromagnetic field 60 times stronger than your brain. When your heart and mind synchronize, you become a quantum antenna. You access states of consciousness that the separated self cannot reach. Bring your awareness to the center of your chest, your heart chakra. Feel the presence there. Now visualize the white light from your crown, descending down through your throat and into your heart. See your heart glowing with the same brilliant light. Now here's the key. Place your attention simultaneously on both your crown and your heart. Feel the column of light connecting them. Breathe into this column. With each breath, feel the energy pulsing between your head and your heart. This is coherence. This is the state where the mind's logic and the heart's wisdom merge. You are creating a unified field within your own body. This is the microcosm reflecting the macrocosm. As above, so below. The fourth step is the ascension breath. This is the breath pattern that raises your frequency beyond the third-dimensional limitation. It's used by advanced yogis, Tibetan monks, and initiates of the Western mystery traditions. Here's the exact protocol. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Hold the breath for a count of 7. Exhale through your mouth for a count of 8. Pause with empty lungs for a count of 4. Then repeat. 4 in, 7 hold, 8 out, 4 pause. Do this cycle 7 times. Count them. The rhythm is essential. The pause between breaths is where the portal opens. In that stillness, you are neither inhaling the material world nor exhaling your identity. You are suspended in the void, the place where the monad dwells. As you breathe, feel your energy body expanding. Feel your consciousness lifting. You are not imagining this. Your brainwave state is shifting. You are moving from beta to alpha to theta. The gateway is opening. The fifth step is monad visualization and invocation. This is the moment of direct contact. With your eyes still closed, after completing the 7 breath cycles, visualize yourself surrounded by infinite space. You are floating in a cosmic void. There is no up, no down, no separation. Now see a single point of light appearing in front of you. It is infinitely small, yet infinitely bright. This is the monad, the one, the source of all existence. As you observe this point, feel it observing you. Feel the recognition. You are not separate from this light. You have never been separate. You are this light, experiencing itself as an individual. Now speak these words silently, with full conviction. I am the monad. The monad is me. I remember my true nature. I dissolve the illusion of separation. I'm the one experiencing itself as many. I am infinite consciousness in a finite form. I am awake. As you speak these words, see the point of light expanding. See it moving toward you. See it entering your heart. Feel the moment of union. This is not metaphor, this is initiation. Your consciousness is merging with the source code of reality. You are being reprogrammed at the quantum level. The 6th step is the 33rd degree seal. This is the energetic signature that stabilizes your new state of consciousness. The knowledge I'm about to share is traditionally reserved for the highest levels of esoteric orders. But in this new era, the hierarchies are collapsing. The knowledge is being released to those whose consciousness is ready, regardless of formal initiations. Visualize a geometric symbol forming in your mind's eye. It is a triangle within a circle. The triangle represents the trinity of consciousness, body and spirit. The circle represents the monad, the eternal whole that contains all things. See this symbol glowing with golden light. Now place this seal on your third eye, the space between your eyebrows. Feel it imprinting into your subtle body. This seal marks you as an initiate. It signals to the unified field that you have remembered. It protects your expanded consciousness from collapsing back into the limited identity. The seal is now permanent. You carry it with you always. The 7th and final step is integration and anchoring. The highest spiritual experiences mean nothing if they cannot be integrated into your daily life. Slowly bring your awareness back to your physical body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Feel the weight of your body on the chair or ground. Take a deep breath and open your eyes. Look around the room. Notice that everything appears slightly different. Colors may be more vivid. Sounds may be clearer. This is not your imagination. Your perceptual filters have shifted. You are seeing reality through the lens of the monad. To anchor this state, place your right hand over your heart and speak aloud or silently. I am the monad. I carry this truth in every moment. I am awake. I am sovereign. I am one with all that is. Breathe normally. The activation is complete. You've just completed an initiatory protocol that masters spend years, sometimes lifetimes, preparing for. Your consciousness has shifted. This is not a belief. This is not faith. This is direct experience. You may not fully understand what just happened. That's normal. The mind tries to categorize, to explain, to rationalize. Let it. The work has already been done at a deeper level. Your energy body has been recalibrated. Your connection to the monad is no longer theoretical. It's experiential. It's real. What can you expect in the hours, days, and weeks following this activation? First, synchronicities. You'll start noticing patterns in your life that seem too precise to be coincidence. Numbers repeating, people saying exactly what you were thinking. Opportunities appearing at the perfect moment. This is not luck. This is the monad orchestrating reality through you. When you align with the source, reality aligns with you. Second, enhanced intuition. You'll know things before they happen. You'll feel the energy of people and places more clearly. You'll receive insights that seem to come from nowhere. This is the monad speaking through your consciousness. The veil between your individual mind and the universal mind is thinning. Third, energetic sensitivity. You may feel energy moving through your body, especially in your hands, your crown, or your heart. You may become more sensitive to electronics, to crowds, or to certain foods. Your frequency has risen. Things that once matched your vibration may no longer resonate. This is growth. This is evolution. The protocol you just completed is not a one-time event. It's a doorway. The more you practice it, the deeper your connection to the monad becomes. I recommend practicing this sequence every morning for the next 21 days. Why 21 days? Why 21 days? Because that's the neurological threshold for habit formation. Your brain will rewire itself. Your default state of consciousness will shift. What once required effort will become natural. You'll walk through life with the awareness that you are the monad experiencing itself. That changes everything. How you respond to challenges, how you relate to others, how you perceive time, death, and purpose. Everything transforms when you know, not believe, but know that you are the infinite temporarily expressing as the finite. There are additional practices that support this integration. Daily meditation, even 5 minutes, to reconnect with the silence where the monad dwells. Journaling your insights, your synchronicities, your dreams. The subconscious mind is now communicating with you in new ways. Record it, spending time in nature. The monad is not separate from the earth, the trees, the sky. When you immerse yourself in nature, you immerse yourself in the physical expression of the one. And finally, sharing this knowledge with discernment. Not everyone is ready for this level of awareness. Not everyone's consciousness can hold these frequencies. Share only with those who ask, who seek, who demonstrate readiness. This is not about being exclusive. This is about being responsible. Powerful knowledge in unprepared hands can cause harm. You are no longer the same consciousness that began this video 20 minutes ago. That version of you believed in separation. That version of you identified as a limited, isolated self, navigating a random, indifferent universe. That version of you's gone. What remains is awareness, awake awareness, aware that it is the monad, aware that separation is illusion, aware that every moment, every breath, every thought is the infinite experiencing itself from a unique perspective. The monad is no longer a concept you learned about. The monad is what you are. This is not philosophy. This is not religion. This is direct recognition. Your spiritual journey is not just real. It's accelerating. Every step you've taken, every challenge you've faced, every moment of doubt and every moment of clarity, all of it has been guiding you to this point. The point where you remember, the monad never forgot you. It's been calling you home through every synchronicity, every intuitive hit, every unexplainable feeling that there was something more. Now you know there is something more. And that something is you, the infinite you, the eternal you, the you that exists beyond birth and death, beyond time and space, beyond any limitation you've ever accepted. You now hold keys that most seekers never discover, not because they're hidden, but because most people never develop the consciousness to perceive them. You have. You're here because your frequency called this knowledge to you. That's not random. That's the MONAD, orchestrating its own awakening through your unique expression. Honor this moment. Honor your journey. You've earned this. If this video resonated with you, if you felt the activation, if something inside you shifted, then explore the other consciousness protocols on this channel. There are deeper layers. There are more keys. The mystery school spent centuries teaching what we can now transmit in minutes. Not because the knowledge has changed, but because consciousness itself is accelerating. The veils are thinning, the gatekeepers are losing control, and individuals like you are waking up faster than ever before in human history. One final truth: share this knowledge only with those who are ready. Not everyone can hold these frequencies. Not everyone's nervous system is prepared for this level of activation. Some people will watch this video and feel nothing. Some will feel fear. Some will ridicule it. That's perfect. That's the natural filtering mechanism. Those whose consciousness is aligned with this transmission will know it immediately. They'll feel the truth of it in their body, not just in their mind. If someone you know is ready, if you sense they're asking the questions you once asked, then share this with them. But do it with discernment. The unprepared cannot integrate what they're not ready to receive. Your consciousness chose this moment. Out of infinite possible moments, infinite possible videos, infinite possible pathways, you're here now. That's not accident. That's design. The design of the MONAD, recognizing itself through you, guiding you to the exact information you need to remember who you are. Honor that. Honor yourself. You are not a seeker anymore. You are an initiate. You carry the seal. You hold the keys. You are the MONAD, awake in human form. Walk forward with that knowing. The universe will respond. Reality will bend. Synchronicities will multiply. Because when you align with the source, everything aligns with you. This is your birthright. This is your truth. Welcome home.